My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my fill-in co-host, the Paparazzi. Good morning, brother.
What's going on, man?
Man, rocking and rolling, just feeling good, trying to, just comprehend with life right now with all this crazy chaos going on. And, first we're in COVID, everyone's dying of corona. Then the police brutality and, everything's going a little crazy right now. I just want the whole world to get along, get back at peace, and live our life and, have the government stop putting us under these fucking false-ass bullshit fucking situations and let us get back to work. Let everybody love each other. Let there be no racism. And let's go live life the American way. You know what I mean?
Man, it's been crazy. I mean, out here in Las Vegas, there's been some protests and some riots. I mean, it's a little different out here in Las Vegas. The police here don't play, so they shut it down pretty good. I mean, they tried to have a big demonstration on the Strip the first night. It got shut down. And it's been pretty peaceful on the Strip. There's been a couple of bad things that have happened over on Fremont Street. A deputy was shot. He's clinging to life. But, so far here in Vegas, it's been fairly peaceful. So that's been the kind of, good thing over here.
Right. Well, I just want to let everybody know out there that, I'm in support of everything getting absolutely back to normal. I'm supporting for loving each other. I'm support of just the world being a great place to live and a place where we can have our families grow up, go to school, get educated, and have an honest opportunity of life regardless of the race. And have no brutality or anybody dying for no reason. It's bad enough people are dying from corona, let alone somebody else killing another person.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we love our law enforcement. We respect our first responders and everything they do, but there is a line, and definitely a line has been crossed, and we support, obviously, the protest, and we like you said, we just want everybody to get along, everybody to love, and let's get back to sports betting.
That's what I'm looking to do, get back to sports betting. And once again, guys, if you don't know, now you know, Las Vegas is open 110 fucking percent.
Yes.
They pop shit open at 12:01. The bars are open. The casinos are open. The restaurants are open. And yes, soon as we get some fucking basketball and some hockey to bet on, everyone will be back in that casino getting the job done. So now we're just waiting on the commissioners to let loose, let these guys play, and VIP Sports will start making you more money than you've ever fucking imagined. This fucking pandemic is over, and I'm ready to make up for those millions of fucking dollars I've lost over the fucking last 3 months. You know what I'm saying, Bobby?
I know you're chomping
You
at the
feel
bit,
me?
ready to go out of that gate and let's
Yeah,
rock.
I mean, so we got to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Welcome back, though, guys. Coming live and direct from our studio offices here at VIP Sports in Las Vegas. If you're just tuning into this podcast, the VIP Sports Podcast is a spinoff of my show Money Talks on CNBC, which brought you into my life as the #1 sports consultant in the world. This show is all about the legalization of sports betting, but more importantly, how to make money betting sports.
Yes, sir.
There's more money in sports betting than any other investment in the fucking world. And like I said, make sure you get your money right, because here in July, we're going to be firing off some big money, and you guys want to take advantage of it 110%. I mean, you deserve a second income after all we've been through, don't you?
I think they deserve a second income right now.
Period. You know what I mean? Anyway, June 4th, 2020, podcast number 268. Our show airs every Thursday night. We appreciate everybody tuning in. If you guys are wondering where Big Skipper is, as you know, Big Skipper stopped by last week. He's still on his vacation. Skipper will be sitting over here in the seat along with Poppy in a couple weeks to get everything back. He did want me to give a message to you guys and let you know that be ready to fucking go. We're on our points. We're dealing with all the people. I'm definitely connected and well respected, and be ready to start making more money than you've ever fucking imagined, because sports betting is going to be here before you know it, and you guys need to be ready.
They do.
Got a great show for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about some sporting news. We got some sports betting news, which excites me. And we're just going to go over a couple things, make it nice and short. We're going to talk about Master Closer. Guys, the Master Closer virtual training is completely done. We've sold hundreds of them, and people are fucking excited. It's turning people into the salesmen that they've always wanted to be. During this time right now where you ain't got nothing else to do, invest in yourself. Remember, you're the best asset you have, and when you get back to work, not only do you want to get your job back, but take your boss's fucking job as well.
That's right.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Anyway, bud, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call us, direct message me is probably the best way to get in touch with me about doing business. If you do want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540, or go to the website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. People want to advertise, Poppy. What do they do?
Well, it's very simple. If you want to advertise with us, or if you're watching or listening to the podcast, if you own a small business or work at a company interested in getting involved with the booming sports betting industry, send us an email over at advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back to you with all the details on how to become a sponsor of our show.
Goddamn right. Anyway, guys, and the Master Closer 101 email address is admin@mastercloser101.com. I've told you before, ladies and gentlemen, Master Closer 101 is here, and it's time to invest in yourself. This is my brand new online virtual training course on Lightspeed's, VT's incredible platform that'll turn your mouthpiece into a weapon by teaching you the techniques of becoming a master closer. In whatever industry you work in. Increase your confidence, increase your knowledge, increase your production, and increase your closing rates by enrolling in Master Closer 101 today. This online course will give you everything you need when it comes down to selling, closing, persuading, cheating, influence, and more importantly, closing the fucking deal. I'm launching Master Closer 101 by offering a special grand opening price deal, $398 for individual users and $598 per month for companies with up to 20 users. Go to mastercloser101.com today. Purchase or email us at admin@mastercloser101.com with any questions. If there's one thing to invest in during these difficult times, it's yourself. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
We're going to run another clip right now to get you guys motivated, to let you know what Master Closer 101 is all about. Turn your mouthpiece from a BB gun to an Uzi overnight and get the finer things you want in life. Do not take no for an answer. Up your closing rate percentage and be that fucking beast that I know you are. Run that clip. Let these people check it out. Hello again. Remember, guys, you have to have a positive mindset and attitude. You have to be assured of yourself that the product you're selling is the best product on the market. You have to believe in your product, and you have to have the client believe that it's the best product on the market, and you have to show him that he needs it. Because after all, if you don't believe in your product, your client sure as hell won't believe in it either. It's extremely important that you are excited about the product or service that you're selling. Let me give you guys an example. If you're selling lower interest rates, you have to apply to the greed. You're going to tell the company or the client how much money that you're going to save them. If you're selling life care or vitamins, you're going to have to tell the client how long he's going to live or how it's going to better his health. If you're selling an investment, you have to apply to the greed. Tell him how much money he's going to make in this investment, how it's going to change his life. You have to believe in your product 110%, because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else will. Sales jobs will change throughout your sales career, I guarantee it. You will do a wide variety of sales of different products and services. Once you're a master closer, it doesn't matter what you sell, because you can move mountains and you'll be able to sell anybody at any time and not take no for an answer. A great skill for knowing your product is to write down the best reasons for the customer to buy today as related to your product. If you come up short, ask one of your coworkers or a manager, what's the top 10 reasons why this client should buy? Put the list on your desk, memorize it. These are things that will help you create a want for your product. It'll highlight your product and, more importantly, show the benefit to the client of him purchasing your product, how it's going to change him, show the need for the product. That's the way to become a master closer. So you see what I'm talking about? Master Closer 101 gives you every angle to be the best fucking salesman you could possibly be, from the intro all the way to the close. And all you people out there that are getting unemployment checks, people that have got your stimulus check, do you understand that this is $398 to change your fucking life? Guys, it's a drop in the bucket compared to what you're going to receive. Spend the $398 and increase your fucking income a couple 100% per year by following my techniques that make me millions of dollars a year. You know, when I put out the show Money Talks, we had thousands, not hundreds, thousands of people call my office to sign up for sports betting with me who didn't want anything to do with sports betting. What they wanted to be was like me.
We still get calls all the time.
But I'm saying they liked my character.
Yep.
They liked the way I carry myself. And more importantly, they liked me being a hardcore fucking salesman that knew what they were doing. So here's your chance to be just like me, guys. This is a $1 trillion industry, and I want to show you guys how to get the finer things in life. So go to mastercloser101.com, spend the $398, and change your fucking life. If you're going to invest in something, invest in yourself. You deserve it. Anyway, guys, if you're watching this podcast on YouTube, make sure you join the live chat we have on the first airing of each episode. We pre-tape the podcast, but we'll be on the live chat each week to mix it up with you guys to answer any single questions. Now, dude, I've got an overwhelming response of people wondering what the fucking reverse crab is.
Oh, yeah.
We've said it so many times. So here it is, guys, if you want to do the reverse crab, all right? So you lay your girl on the bed. She puts her legs all the way back on her neck. So her legs are laid all the way back, okay? So rather than when her legs are all the way back, rather than get up on her like this or whatever when her legs are back, what you do is you go reverse. You get on the side of the motherfucking bed, on the side of her motherfucking legs, and you motherfucking dip in that motherfucker, reverse fucking crab. That's the reverse crab for you right there, guys. You get on that thing backwards, you dip that thing down, and you just start pounding it out the way that she needs. It gives her that little reverse osmosis, make her blow a few nuts and blow her mind a little bit. You know what I mean?
You guys get this on any other show in the world? only on the VIP Sports Las
Like I
Vegas
said,
podcast.
you want more details about the reverse crab, just DM me. I'm sure your girl will be very, very excited. But like I said, we're on the live chat every week to mix it up with you guys. Make sure when you follow us, you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification alert. That way you get alerted to every single thing that we do.
And luckily, guys, the casinos are open back up, so right now we are going to be filming a ton of new sportsbook reviews. We're going to have lots of new content, so definitely make sure you hit that button.
Absolutely. Looks like my vacation's over. Poppy?
Yeah, we got lots of work to do.
I got a lot of filming to do. Like I said, we still got to film the reality show in July when we come back. I got a major motion picture being written, filmed, and fucking produced, going on the big screen. And more importantly, Master Closer 101, teaching people how to be the best salesman they could possibly be. Remember one thing, sales runs the world.
Very true.
In every phone call, somebody's getting sold.
You're either doing the selling or getting sold, that's for sure.
Let's make sure you're the one doing the selling. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
You can also listen to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Pocket Casts, and all other major platforms. Or simply just ask Alexa, play the VIP Sports Podcast. We post new episodes every Thursday night. Love to bet on sports. If you're looking for the perfect gift, make sure you go to my t-shirt, AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com. We have a lot of hoodies left. We have a lot of t-shirts. Absolute Blowout Winner isn't just a phrase, it's a way of life.
It is.
You got winners and you got losers. Which one are you, Poppy?
I'm a winner.
I'm an absolute blowout motherfucking winner, and you are too. Make sure you cop one of those shirts very, very soon. Let's get right into sports news about my boy Money May.
Well, Floyd did it again. He stepped up. He saw that the George Floyd family needed some financial assistance, and Floyd is actually paying for the funeral service of George Floyd and a lot of memorial services in other cities around the country.
He's paying for all three of them.
Yeah.
Starting with the one in Minneapolis today. So Floyd, my good friend, you are a great guy. I've known Floyd personally for 25 or more years.
Yeah.
And, when he was always, his persona in boxing was always the bad guy. People thought he was a bad guy. Floyd is the most giving, loving, great person that you will ever meet in your life. He takes care of everybody around him. And it's not just when he became a billionaire. He's been doing it from the fucking beginning when he had a couple $100,000 in the bank. How would I know? Because I was there with him.
Right.
The guy will give you the shirt off his back. Now, you get on his bad side and talk shit to him, he'll tell you to eat a fucking dick quick. Same thing I would.
Right.
But you support him, he'll support you. And Floyd, I appreciate you doing that. And God bless George Floyd, and I hope the services are fantastic. It was a life that was cut way too short.
Yeah, it really touched me a little bit. Former NBA player Steven Jackson He was with George Floyd's daughter the other day, and she was up on his arm saying, "My daddy changed the world." And, you have a little daughter. I have a daughter.
Yeah, that's a teardropper right there,
yeah,
brother.
Yeah, makes you definitely emotional. But definitely shout out Floyd. Great move.
Money May all motherfucking day. Anyway, everybody they keep asking, yo, Steve, Darren, what's up with Vegas? What's going on out there right now? Well, sports betting news, guys, we'll get to here in a second, which is very exciting as well. But Vegas is opened up 100%. The only things that are not open for all you youngsters out here in your 20s that want to come out here and do ecstasy, snort cocaine, and go to the pool parties, well, you might want to put that on hold because the pools and the pool parties and the brothels are not open.
Clubs aren't open, buffets aren't open, the shows aren't open. But as far as for gambling purposes,
casinos
the
are
casinos are back
open.
open, sports books are open, race books are open.
You want to come out here to the casino, gamble a little bit, have a prostitute come to your room and knock your socks off? Oh, that's all there for you, bud. All the families out there that want to come out and gamble, or do you think, gambling is 100% back in effect. I had inside information. The big skipper was at Dottie's at 12:01 last night.
I think that information was 100% correct.
Well, little information I got to tell you, Skipper. If you think the fucking machines are loose right now, you have a screw loose in your fucking head. You're one of my best friends and business partners. The last thing these casinos and bars are going to do is loosen up their machines after having zero income for 3 months. So for all you professional video poker, Keno machine players like myself, you might want to give it a couple weeks for the locals to start jamming a bunch of money in there before the big payoffs come. You know what I mean?
All I can say about the skipper is I've never seen a guy hit as many jackpots at local spots like Dottie's and stuff as the skipper.
Then you don't know me.
And you. I've been with you on many occasions as well.
I'm hitting 40, 50 jackpots in one night if I'm on the right substance. You know what I mean? You give me a fucking 18-hour run, I'm knocking him out. But yes, he's very similar to me. He plays very well. And we play to win. I mean, have you ever ran a race to lose?
No, sir.
Neither have Skip and I. So we do whatever it takes. But remember, guys, these machines right now in these bars are tighter than a mouse's pussy. They're not looking to pay out anything. They're looking to recoup the money that they didn't make over the last 3 months. So my advice from Steve Stevens, give it a few months for other people to throw that money in, then scoop right in behind them and start pounding out those jackpots.
Very good advice.
No doubt about it. But Vegas is back in full effect. What's excited me, I've always told you, Poppy, in my industry, when California, Florida, and Texas have sports betting become legal, that's when I turn into a $100+ million guy and on my way to being a billionaire. Well, guess what? Here's some sports betting news that'll knock your fucking socks off. California has moved one step closer to legalizing sports betting. The state's budget has taken a huge hit. The Senate committee on Tuesday advanced legislation that will bring sports books and hundreds of millions of tax revenue to the Golden State, which excites me. So let's break that down for the people a little bit more, Poppy.
Well, first off, all of the states having to pay out all this unemployment money due to COVID.
Correct.
That was an unforeseen circumstance. So states had never been hit like this. Now they're going to have to find ways to generate money, and there's two ways to do that.
So our family and our kids, like Lily, Dominic, and Aubrielle, aren't paying 60% in tax due to our deficit being so fucked up. So I'm glad sports betting can help out, even that out a little bit.
Well, there's two ways to pump up tax revenue. One is legalizing marijuana, which a lot of states have done, which you suggested a long time ago.
Long time ago.
And the second is legalizing sports betting,
which I've been saying for 7 years now. You know what I mean? So.
And these states, I think, are now, they're seeing other states, how much revenue is being generated. A lot of states that are neighbors, where people go just across the border to go their bets and giving the, tax money to these other states.
Why should guys that live in San Diego have to drive to fucking dirty-ass Mexico and risk getting robbed, getting killed, and problems just to get a goddamn sports bet? Legalize sports. I mean, you guys want new roads. You want better schools for your kids. You want lower tax. Legalize sports betting and marijuana, and those two industries will pay for everything.
And I think all the states right now are going to have to look at what they can do, and these are two of the fastest ways to do it. So California, very smart, get on board. Let's go. Let's get with the rest of us, and let's let Steve Stevens go and help you and make you a second income.
Make you a fucking millionaire.
That's right.
Fuck around. That's how that's going to be. You'll fuck around and find your dreams come true dealing with me. You know what I mean? It's not a dream. It's a reality. Anyway, guys, as we talked about the Michael Jordan special on ESPN 30 for 30, Sunday, June 7th, a very special edition on 30 for 30 on Bruce Lee. Here's my question. Will you be watching, and were you a big Bruce Lee fan?
Not no, but fuck no.
I have to agree. No, I wasn't a Bruce Lee fan. It was before my time. However, there are some Bruce Lee fans out there. Lily, do you know who Bruce Lee is? I don't think anybody else fucking does either.
No.
So if you want to compare this to the Michael Jordan special, you're looking at a flop waiting to happen. Out of all the fucking 30 for 30s they're going to follow of Michael Jordan, you come with Bruce Lee?
Well, they came with Lance Armstrong. Did you watch that at all?
No.
Well,
I like his story, though.
Well,
you know, he's a winner, did his steroids, had his nuts fucked up. I mean, you know, he's been through some things. I wouldn't have followed Michael Jordan with fucking Lance Armstrong either.
Well, yeah, Lance Armstrong, I personally don't like Lance Armstrong.
I would have came right back with Tiger Woods.
Lance Armstrong dated Sheryl Crow for a long time, and then he dated Kate Hudson. So in the paparazzi
I
world,
should ask you, people need to ask Sheryl Crow how it felt to suck his one nut.
Yeah, that's a good question.
From what I heard, though, he had a false nut put in like the dogs do, so they're all equaled out now. But Sheryl, DM me, baby. How'd that one nut of Lance Armstrong taste in your mouth? Because I know you were sucking his dick and his one ball. So, you know, ball till you fall, sweetheart.
Yeah, in the paparazzi world, I should have asked that question, but in the paparazzi
You know,
world,
him and Matthew McConaughey had a weird little friendship, too. You think they were sucking each other's cocks? I know
no,
they worked out together, this, that, and you think they were just drug buddies and workout buddies? Or?
Matthew is a workout freak. I mean,
He is, but he's still...
very, very strange workout
And he's
freak.
very manly, but he
Yes.
still has those gay tendencies.
Yeah.
Like I see him on drugs, on some cocaine, on a bad night, sucking someone's cock.
Nah, I
You don't think so?
No, I mean, every time I've ever shot Matt's been kind of cool.
I mean, he's a man's man, don't get me wrong, but then I've seen those interviews and those looks when he's on mushrooms and acid playing congos naked and shit. I don't know, man.
Nah, Matt's kind of like a little bit of a hippie, kind of, in a way, but he's a huge sports fan. Lance is an absolute asshole. I hope you watch this, Lance, because you treat people horribly, you speak of them horribly, you're an absolute liar, and I can't stand you personally. So.
Well, anyway, and as far as the Bruce Lee show, good luck with you. I won't be watching. To all you Bruce Lee fans out there, fucking enjoy it. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Let's get right into the NBA, the shit that matters right now, guys.
Yes.
I told you guys that NBA was coming back in July, and it is 100% a fact. The NBA isn't expected to. They approved.
100%.
Let me tell you this one more time. The NBA approved a 22-team return to basketball. 13 conference teams and 9 Eastern Conference teams are coming back. Now, here's the question. How badly does this country need sports to return? So fucking bad. I'll answer my own fucking question. Sports is the American way, and we need sports betting back. I just, my days are fucked up without seeing shit on TV. And guys, you know me. I'm not the type of degenerate that bets and goes home and watches 50 different TVs.
Not at all.
I just love the days where you're sitting on the couch tired and have a baseball game on the TV, have an NBA game on the TV. I love my NFL Sundays just hearing fucking the announcers talking while I'm just sitting there relaxing. You know what I mean?
Well, to elaborate a little bit more on this, guys, there's going to be 8 regular season games, which will then take these teams to a playoff.
But certain teams aren't too excited about this, Poppy.
No, especially like the Memphis Grizzlies. Right now they sit 6th or 8th in the Western Conference, and they're basically going to end up having to basically be in a playoff situation the entire time. Teams that are ranked 9th and 10th right now in the Western Conference are going to be challenging for that 8th spot. So they're basically going to be in a playoff spot the entire time. So Memphis is not really happy about this situation. Some other teams are teams like Atlanta. They wanted to still continue to play, but they're not getting the option to play. They're kicked out. So you had a few teams that aren't very happy here, but this is what it is. It's going to be, that 8 games to get down to the traditional 16 seeds, and then they'll go into a traditional playoff. The final possible Game 7 would be on October 12th if the NBA went to a final Game 7. And then the draft, now I'm hearing, is going to be like in October. The next season, they're looking for a potential start date right around Christmas or the first of the year. That would be the next season. So this is the parameter. All the games are going to be held over in Orlando, Florida. They're going to be doing periodic COVID testing. If somebody tests positive, they will remove that player off the team. Now, here's a question for you. Teams now have had 3 months to rest. Guys like LeBron James' body, who we've detailed spends a lot of money on health conditioning.
What about the Clippers? They were more banged up than the Lakers.
Right. So I'm asking, do teams like that with veteran players, do they have a big advantage now that they've had these 3 months off?
Abso-fucking-lutely. They're healed up. They're ready to fucking go. Teams that were banged up in the beginning of the season are now healthy, ready to roar. more importantly, fuck. People ask me all the time, now that it's coming back, who do I think's going to win it all? If I had to give you 3 choices, it would be Milwaukee,
Who we've liked all year.
Lakers, Clippers. I'd pretty say one of those 3 teams are going to win it, no fucking problem. What do you think, Poppy?
I tend to agree, and I think like some of the younger teams may be disadvantaged here. You had teams like Memphis, who's a very young team, that was really playing well, surprising. Oklahoma City with the younger team who was leading the league and covering the spread, as we know, we had them a lot. I think these teams now are going to have to re-gel, and they're not really going to have as much time as they probably need. So I think some teams are going to be disadvantaged. Also, they're talking about a regional schedule for the 8 regular season games. So, the West has 13 teams coming back, where the East has 9, and the Western Conference is much tougher. So teams in the West are going to be disadvantaged playing tougher teams.
No doubt.
Where the East is going to have an easier time. So I definitely think some teams are going to be disadvantaged, but props to the NBA for getting their shit together. Props for coming back. We need this as a country. Sports is a thread of our society. And props to the NBA, Adam Silver, Chris Paul, who's president of the players, for getting it together. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you fucking from the bottom of my heart. And guys, more importantly, listen to me. You got about 28 days till July 1st. July 1st is when I'm going to be running early bird specials for all you guys to be able to get involved with me without having to spend $25,000 to deal with me personally.
Right.
I'm going to be giving you guys deals that are very affordable to get in on an early bird special. That way, when July 28th comes around, you're ready to roll. And more importantly, don't forget about the NHL. Hockey is going to be back in full effect. In July, we will be betting hockey and basketball 110%.
As you know, your information, hockey is going to be right here in our backyard.
No doubt about it. Sin City, home of the fake titties. That's where, I've also got information that the Golden Knights and all these hockey teams are already practicing, Poppy, on the down low. But it is what it is. Now, people always ask me about hockey. And it's like we talked about before. Before COVID, our Golden Knights were completely fucked, not doing any, and went on the run of a motherfucking lifetime.
The hottest team in the NHL.
And was the hottest team in the NHL on their way to making the playoffs. But people ask me, who do I think is going to win the Stanley Cup? Of course I love my Golden Knights, and we need it so fucking bad for them to get it done. But I'm going to come off the fucking side with a team for you guys. I like Colorado Avalanche.
That's a tough team, and actually the Avalanche play the Vegas Knights extremely tough. That's one of our toughest opponents here historically.
You asked me a question, there's your answer. I like the Avalanche, and of course I like my Golden Knights. Everybody else can eat a dick. I'm just excited for a little action. I'm excited for hockey to come back. I'm excited for NBA to come back. And as far as Major League Baseball, that's a whole nother podcast that we don't want to get into right now. But as of right now, I don't think Major League Baseball is coming back. Hey, hold on, let me finish. And if they don't come back, I think it's going to be one of the longest strikes in Major League Baseball history.
Right now, if I had to bet, guys, I'd say they're not coming back. I'm hopeful that the players come to their senses.
They're going to have to.
Can work something out, because I don't think they want to sit for the next year, possibly 2 years without income.
Do you see how you were just giving praise to Paul, LeBron, blah, blah, blah? Do you ever hear about Harper, this guy, that? You ever hear any baseball players taking a stand, getting together, saying, fuck that, we're playing?
No.
You guys have to have a little bit more unity.
Agreed.
You got to have each other's back, and your voices have to be a little bit fucking louder if you guys are going to play. Because of right now, I'm telling you, I'm dealing with these guys personally. It does not look good. However, it still looks good for us to make money. There's more money to be made in fucking hockey and in NBA than you could possibly ever imagine. So we'll be good either way. Now, people keep asking about college basketball.
And football.
And football as well. I'll just leave it like this. No school, no sports. Real fucking simple.
That's what the rumor on the street is. Universities right now, just so you know, guys, are trying to schedule classes a couple weeks earlier, and they're trying to end the semester a bit earlier so people can get out in case there's a second wave of COVID coming in the winter. They're trying to get kids into school so there would be classes, and then get them out and have the rest of the semester online. That way they could get kids in classes so college sports could resume. This is a major, major impact to every university, as college football is the moneymaker, college basketball as well. But college football funds these universities.
Oh, no fucking doubt about it.
So it's
and you know what
funds
funds America and all these sports books? the NFL.
Correct.
And the NFL is on schedule to start. Remember, guys, we're already in June. July, August, September is not that fucking far away. You know what I mean?
No.
And don't forget, preseason, even though you can't bet big money, is a time to fucking rob the sports books. We get last year's, they go off last year's power rankings, which doesn't mean shit. We get into preseason where I literally get the playbooks. I know what players are playing for how long, et cetera, et cetera. So in the sports betting world, we're in a very good time right now. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, which I told you guys we would eventually see. Mm-hmm. And like I said, by the end of July, I'll start making you more money than you've ever fucking thought you could make. And all these bad few months that you've had, I will personally make up for it. And I will fucking finish out 2020 with a motherfucking bang. And that you have my word on. Let's talk about some horse racing. Shout out to Jack the Track out there, my boy. What's going on at Santa Anita Derby this Saturday,
Well,
Poppy?
yep, in horse racing, we got the famous Santa Anita Derby this Saturday. The favorite is Authentic, who is undefeated 3-year-old colt, trained by Hall of Famer Bob Baffert. Baffert also has Honor AP, who is at 5-2. On some sad notes, Nyquist, who was also going to be one of the favorites for the Derby, broke his front right leg. He was one of the winners of the Oaklawn Derby a couple of weeks ago over at Oaklawn, so that's some sad news. Baffert trained that one as well. But Bob Baffert has a little trouble, if you guys didn't know. He is the winning Triple Crown trainer of Justify and American Pharoah. Bob Baffert is a legend, great trainer. I absolutely love Bob Baffert, no doubt about it. But over in the Oaklawn Derby, he raced a couple of horses, and one of them came back with a positive. In Oaklawn, over in Arkansas, the rules are they're not supposed to come out and tell which trainer got the positive until they go through hearings and stuff, but it was leaked that Bob Baffert is the trainer. So Mr. Baffert might have a big problem coming up when coming to the Triple Crown races. Belmont, they opened up yesterday, and they're going to have the Belmont, which is going to be the first of the Triple Crown races, on June 22nd, so that's coming back. A lot of the other racetracks, guys, have opened up, so we don't have a lot of sports here. We've got UFC, we've got NASCAR, soccer is back, but we also do have lots of horse racing, and that's back, and we definitely want to take advantage of that, so make sure you're calling VIP Sports. 877-220-6540. Jack the Track is here, making everybody money.
And, and for those guys all that see nothing else to bet, so you want to bet golf, I got 2 golf balls you could put right on your fucking chin, guys, okay? That's for fucking amateurs and little-time guys and fucking degenerates. Don't call me asking for no fucking golf match, and don't call me asking for fucking NASCAR. I'm the #1 sports consultant in the world. Basketball is on the way back. NHL is on the way back. NFL will be here before you know it. And I pray to God that Major League Baseball can take a fucking stand and speak the fuck up, and all the star players can come together and get the season back on before we see one of the longest Major League Baseball strikes in fucking history.
Let's pray it doesn't happen.
UFC main event is this Saturday.
Yes.
You got Amanda Nunes at -565 versus Felicia Spencer. Now, you've always told me or asked me, about underdogs and where you can find some value. I know, believe it or not, everybody and their mom thinks Amanda Nunes is just going to fucking have the easiest win of her life at -565. However, Steve Stevens likes Spencer plus the 440.
Wow, that's bold.
It is what it is. Well, that's what I am. If you want a handicapper that's going to give you -560, you got to bet $500 to win 100. Go call the purse boy. If you want a guy that's going to show you how to turn 1,000 into 5,000. Call the one and only Steve Aroni. I'll make you more money. They don't call me the Bookie Killer for fucking nothing. I'm looking to bend these bookies over and shove a fifths right up their motherfucking ass. Remember, it's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. I'll hold his arms behind his back. You punch him in the fucking face. We'll go through his pockets and split the money. How's that sound?
Well, I know for a fact Steve Stevens is never giving out -565, so it's either taking the dog or you're not betting that fight. Simple.
100%. Being the #1 sports consultant is called finding value. Mm-hmm. Okay? In sports betting, it's all about the most amount of value for your money. Plain and fucking simple. And then you got the co-main event with who? What's that?
Cody Garbrandt and Rafael Asuncion. And like I've said, guys, I'm no expert with UFC, but lately I have been talking to a lot of guys, and people that I've spoken to tell me Cody Garbrandt is a winner here, -150.
That's, like I said, I like Cody. I like Cody in that match, but like I said, UFC's big right now, but even me, I'm not putting huge money on that, nor do they let you bet fucking gigantic money. I mean, you can get off 5,000, 10,000. If you're a certain guy at the hotel and you got your connections, they might. What do you think the max they let you fire on a UFC? 20 G's?
Yeah, if it's the right bet, they know you and you fire. Yeah.
Now, one thing that I do want to touch back on with the Major League Baseball, so people actually know what's up. The league actually rejected the players' 113-game season proposal. Okay, the league has no interest in the season extending into November because of fears of a second wave of coronavirus that could potentially ruin the season. The players basically want more games and no pay cuts. Well, no fucking shit, okay? But as far as Major League Baseball, if you're worried about a second wave of corona, then you might as well worry about walking out in the street and getting hit by a fucking car.
Correct.
Okay? Death is around the corner every single day for us.
Yep.
You could wake up in the morning, get in a car wreck and die. You could wake up and find out you have cancer. Better yet, you might not even wake up tomorrow.
Correct.
So we can't go living our lives being scared like that or thinking another second wave is. Open fucking the country, open Major League Baseball, and let's start fucking getting the job done.
What's going to happen? Then we wait, and then they're scared of a third wave, then they're scared of a fourth wave.
Yeah.
We have to go on. I do agree.
I'm going to ride that money wave all the way to the motherfucking bank.
The owners came originally with a 50-game season. The players counter with 117. I think they should meet in the middle somewhere. I do agree playing baseball into November is a little risky weather-wise, but there's definitely somewhere to be met in the middle. The owners obviously don't want to pay out all the money. This isn't, rocket science. But come on, guys. Players, let's go. You don't want to sit out 2 years playing baseball. America needs sports. Let's go. Let's get something done.
No doubt about it. Anyway, guys, I just want you to understand that we're here for you. VIP Sports is getting right back on track. We're opening our doors July 1st. So anybody that wants to get involved with us, you want to get any early bird specials, July 1st, my company is opening back up. We'll have our whole 40-man crew here dedicated to providing you the best sports information available. I agree, this has been a crazy year, but where I'm from, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And one thing about me is I've never ran a race to lose. Let's make 2020 the best finish of any year that we've ever fucking had. Let's rise to the top. Let's not take no for an answer. And remember one thing, you can't get what you don't ask for, and I want you guys to ask for everything. On the behalf of VIP Sports and myself, we love you. Stay aggressive. Get ready for sports betting in July. And like I said, second income is right around the corner. The first half of the year, you might have had the worst start financially of a year that you've ever had, but we're going to finish out also with the best second half of a year that you've ever had, and it'll all equal out. We love you. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Fair enough?
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.